I'm freezing. I want to tell you about a session that I had the other day, and I asked my client if I could share the story, so I'm waiting for her consent, so let's see if I end up posting this. So there are a lot of things that I find really beautiful about the session. Many good lessons, many good nuances. It's very real, I feel, the session. Like it's such honest therapy, I think. So the client, it's a woman. I would guess about my age ish. And it's so interesting, like she comes on the call and I can instantly see like the sadness, the like feeling tired. Not that she looks tired, she's beautiful, but in her eyes it's this soul tired. I'm tired of carrying everything by myself alone. It's too much. And as she is talking, telling me, like updating me on what happened since last time and where she is, and I'm kind of like listening and looking, watching, seeing. And at some point I think maybe I asked her, like, where do you want to go with this session? Or I think I asked that, and I think we ended up just, let's see, can I share what I'm seeing, and you tell me where we go. And I'm telling her that as she has been talking, I can see this it's in the background. I just need to move the light away because it's too bright. In the background is this tiredness. This I can't keep carrying this all by myself. And more at the forefront is this feeling of, oh, but I'm trying to organize everything. I'm trying to, like, where do I put what and how, what order do I put this, and how do I manage all these things? So really like a manager part. And I ask her if she recognizes any of those feelings, and she's like, yeah, both. So then we have two parts, right? Those two. And I think there was a third one also, because it was like a subtle flavor of something, but I was not really able to catch it. Not instantly, at least. And so we're sitting with those two, and I'm asking, like, which one is more present, what's the direction, where are we going, where is your, like, letting her system take the lead, like her readiness take the lead. And we end up with the organizing part. So there's so many approaches to this, like how I can go about it. But she is fairly new, client still. So I'm still getting to know her, she's still getting to know me. I'm still getting to know her system and how she works. And slow pace is like gentle is good as a rule of thumb, which means looking at the part from a distance, kind of, and slowly approaching the part and slowly getting closer. So I'm asking her if she can describe it, because I want to visualize it. I want to make it more real. I want to have it more tangible in front of us. And she's surprised because she thought it was like an older, more adult part, and it's a kid. So she's surprised by that. And already we're doing, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say that. Because people think that something specific has to happen for it to be therapy or for it to work. But us, like putting our focus on that part and orienting us to that part, that's already therapy. We're already doing it now. Already change is happening. Even she feels it or not feels it. She will feel it though at some point. And then we're talking. I'm asking questions, and we're getting to understand the part more, which this is already helpful. This is already understanding and awareness. And I know that there's difference. Man, therapy is there's so many aspects to it. I know that if she can like pull her focus into that part, she will be able to feel how that part feels in a different way than observing it and kind of like sensing what she is feeling. She will feel it. So that's one gift, And also, if she can be in that part, she can talk from that part, which has healing in and of itself, because she gets to be just pure honest, real honest. It gets to be exactly how it is for that part. And also if she does that, or if a client does that, it gets to be a situation where she is now the child and I get to be the adult. So it's a reparenting situation. It's a missing experience, which is so valuable. That's healing also. So I ask her if she feels like it's okay, and if she feels like she want to try to put her focus into the part. And I think I explain like why, so she has a framework for what we're doing. So she knows what we're doing, because we're a team. And she's like, yeah, she wants to try. And it's always interesting because some people catch on real fast about this. Some needs to be guided a bit, and some are not ready, or they don't know how to do it. It's like it's foreign to them. And she's closing her eyes, so I know something is happening inside her. So I'm just waiting to see what will happen. And all of a sudden she is crying, and her face changes, which is so interesting because now she is that little girl. She is that child. And she's crying and she's overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. It's too much. And she's feeling it all. And it's so beautiful. I think it's so beautiful. I think it's really intense, but really beautiful at the same time. And there we have like a little girl. She's like 7, 8, 9. young child, and she's trying to manage everything. She's inside this adult client, and she's trying to manage the thoughts and the feelings and the other parts, and it's so valuable getting to know these parts, because I think, let me think, like the adult client, she can have like an idea of what's happening, that I think maybe she phrased herself in such a way that the organizer in me is trying to tell me what I should do to feel good. So it's like she's telling me what I should do to feel good. And then when she's in that part, what comes to light is that I'm trying to do all the things my adult's telling me to do. I'm really trying my best here. I'm getting some messages from my adult self about what needs to happen, and I'm putting in place everything. And then she's not doing what I'm telling. So it's not coming from the part. It's coming from the adult. And then you can question, how much awareness does the adult have about what she is telling the child to manage? Might be correct things, might not be correct things. Like the point is to have awareness around it and to question, you know? And also really important, I feel like this is really messy now, but what I'm trying to explain. But how often we operate on, yeah, I should do these things to feel better. I should do these things. But that idea we have of this is what feels better can be so young and immature in a way. It can be so much based on what we thought as kids, that, oh, but if I do everything right, all these things, if I do them right, I will get the approval from my parents and I will be like calm. It will be calm. I'll be safe. It will be okay. They will not be angry. So we can be running on that. And what it's so different, you know, that's being a child, and it's so different being a responsible adult. And if our parents didn't model that, we have really no reason to know how to do that. So if I go back to the 9-year-old and the client. So the if I'm catching it right, the young child, the part, she's like something's missing. I'm trying, and the client itself said so as well. Like I want to eat more healthy. I want to go to the gym. There are these things to do that makes me feel better. Really makes me feel better. And I know what to do, but it's like something's missing. I'm not doing it. So there's this agreement between the adult and the child that we're missing something. And it's making things hard for us. And I told her that's my area of expertise. I'll figure out what's missing, and then I'll do that job so you don't have to. And I've been thinking what's missing. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is, because again, it's so easy to be like, oh, we should be doing this, and this, and none of it, it's like landing in the moment and being here now and being like, it's me and you. I'm here with you. Do you recognize that I'm here? because we can't really do much unless we're regulated or settled. So if I'm jumping on board with that young part, like, okay, let's look at solutions. She loves solutions, clear solutions, which I love. It's perfect. But if I jump on that, I miss her. I miss her. Me and her needs to sit, or yeah, let's say me and her needs to sit and have like eye to eye. And I'm like, I'm an adult. I'm here. You're overwhelmed. There's too many feelings in your body. It's too much for you. You're too young for this. No one is there to take care of you, and they should be. There needs to be that, like the validation, the seeing, the connection. And I think that's a big part of what's missing. That she should have had when she was a kid. She should have had that adult that saw that she is trying to handle too much. She's like trying to be a good girl. She's trying to organize everything. She's trying to get some sense of control. Too many feelings in her body. Too many things happening. Too much stimuli. So it needs to be like, hey, sit down for a minute. The parent need to take the lead. Sit down for a minute. Talk to me. What's going on? What's alive in your body? Do you have any feelings, like in your chest, in your belly? Look at me. And there need to be that regulation first. And the attachment. The connection. And then as we're doing that, we'll figure out what the child's trying to deal with. Is it like too many things on their plate? Do they feel like they have no control? Are they trying to master something and be good because they want my approval? In case it's my job to tell you're good enough. Like, I love you. You don't have to do all these things to make me happy. I love you as you are. And to orient them from that to what do you really want to do? What's important for you in this moment? Like, you have me. You have me. I'm here. I'm here. So what's important for you? And then there needs to be a conversation about that. Man, the light's so bright. Oh my god. And I think, let me think back to the session. Because both the child and the adult, they're both like, I don't know what to do. And I'm just thinking about the impact of her being in that position, both as a child and as an adult. It's okay, both, you know. And she is my guess here that she doesn't have the experience at all of someone really being attuned and really being like, I got you, you can trust me, I'll fix this, I'm here. And whatever that need is, to provide that need. So for her to have that experience, which is what we already did in the session and will continue to do. So I will continue, I will model, I will get that example, that energy, that feeling into her, like into her system, into her awareness, into her body. Then that will be an example, that will settle, that will be something she can resource. Now she knows what that is. And I will also explain to her as the adult, that like I'm modeling now. This is what you should have had. This is what a parent does. This is what you can do as the adult to your child. So when your child's overwhelmed and she's trying to organize everything because she really wants to be a good girl and she wants to be loved, which is so beautiful. So then you get to tell her and really resource that between, like, within you, like, you're loved, I love you, I love you. To really have that inside oneself, I love you. And then when you've oriented that inside, that's inside, then you look outside and you're like, okay, what's the situation here? Is my partner treating me not lovable? Do I need him to be like, hey babe, can you please be more gentle with me today because I'm really sensitive and I need you to hold me. Can you hold me? I need to be in your arms. I need to feel like your heart. I need to feel the warmth from your body. Like I need that. And that is such a responsible, mature, ownership way of being in the world. Like, I got this, kid. I love you. You're perfect. I just want to have you close. You're safe. You're good. I'm with you. And this is what we want to do outside, in the external. And maybe because her feeling was she doesn't feel so good in her body and she wants to eat more healthy and go to the gym. So maybe when this dynamic is like happening, or this new experience is coming in, maybe that will make it easier to do those things. Or maybe actually the more healthy thing is to go for more of that, like that being held. Or maybe both that and going to the gym. Maybe it will... So many things can happen after the fact. So when we were about to wrap up the session, I'm like, okay, so can I have your adult self back? And I'm fascinated, like how she just knew how to pull out of the child. And it's always so interesting when a client comes out of the child and like they have all this awareness and they felt it in their body, what it was like to be that child, and they have reactions to that awareness, like maybe it's sad, like that was really way too much for her. They get it because they felt it. Or they feel sad because, wow, I had really too much pressure on myself. Or wow, I'm not treating her well because I'm letting her be responsible for all things. And I should really take that weight. It's true inspired actions come from this place. Like, I want to take weight off of her. I want to take it. I don't know how to do it. That's cool. We'll figure it out. That's what I'm here for. But that initial seed, that feeling, like I don't want her to have that. It's enough. I'll take that. Which is healing also. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Fingers crossed she is okay with me publishing this, because it's such a beautiful session. Beautiful client.